Hello dear student, myself Mrs. Usha Lodawat, faculty from Ferguson College, Pune. In previous lecture, we have started the article vertical circular motion. We have seen that there are two types of vertical circular motion. That is motion in which the speed is constant or not totally controlled by the gravity, and the vertical circular motion in which the speed is controlled by the gravity and there is a interconversion between the kinetic energy and the potential energy, but the total energy of the system is remaining constant according to the law of conservation of energy. Also we have seen that how this vertical circular motion is a non-uniform circular motion because there is change in the magnitude of the velocity as well as the tension is also going on varying at any point due to the action of the gravity. Now here we will see how the speed is going on varying when the point mass is attached to a string. So let us move to the PowerPoint presentation for further discussion. Now see here, we will see point mass undergoing vertical circular motion under gravity. Here we will see how the speed of point mass is going on varying due to the force of gravity. Now here is the figure taken from the textbook. Now here the point mass is attached to a long, flexible, massless, inextensible string, and this string is revolving in a vertical circle so that this point mass performing the vertical circular motion and string revolves in a vertical plane. Again, from this figure, it is clear that at any position of this point mass, there are two forces acting on the point mass. So, which are the two forces? It's weight mg which is acting in vertically downward direction, and tension in the string which is acting along the string but directed towards the center, and magnitude of this tension is going on varying periodically with time and location. Also here we are considering the length of the string equal to the radius, so that this tension is acting along the radius toward the center of the circle, which provides the necessary centripetal force required for the vertical circular motion of the point mass. Now in the figure, A, B are the uppermost and lowermost position of the point mass. C and D are the midway positions of the point mass. Again, we can observe that resultant of these two forces are directed toward the center only at uppermost and lowermost position, and at any other position resultant of these forces they are not acting toward the center because there is a tangential component of this force which is acting along the tangent to the circle. Okay, and this tangential component of the force is responsible for changing the speed of the particle which is moving along a vertical circle. Now consider VA is the velocity at the uppermost position, VB is the velocity of point mass at lowermost position, VC is the velocity of the point mass at midway position C, and Vd is the velocity of point mass at the midway position D. Now here the same figure is taken. We are going to find out the velocity at uppermost position A. Now we can see that at uppermost position both the force, that is weight mg and tension Ta, they are acting along the radius towards the center of circle. So they will be providing the necessary centripetal force which is required for the motion of this point mass at point A. So I can write down that necessary centripetal force as mVA square by R equal to TA plus mg. See, TA plus mg equal to mVA square by R. But again, at uppermost position, tension in the string is reduces to 0. That's why this string will be slackened down and tension will be acting along the radius toward the center of the circle. So, in this first equation, I will take TA equal to 0. So, this equation will become mg equal to mVA square by R. This m will get cancelled. So, your equation will become g equal to VA square by R, or VA square is equal to GR, or VA will be equal to square root of RG. Okay. So, here I have taken TA equal to 0. Now, this is the equation for minimum velocity of a point mass at uppermost position. Now, we will find what is the minimum velocity of a point mass when it is at the lowermost position B. Means we are going to find out VB. Again, at the lowermost position, this weight mg and tension in the string, they are in opposite direction. Means what? Weight mg is in vertically downward direction and tension TB is in vertically upward direction. But as the tension TB is greater than weight mg, the resultant of these two forces will be directing along the radius and toward the center of the circle, so that they will be providing the necessary centripetal force required for the vertical circular motion of this point mass at point B. I can write down this centripetal force as mVB square by R will be equal to TB minus of mg. So, mVB square by R equal to TB minus of mg. Now, when this point mass is moving from uppermost position A to the lowermost position B, the gravitational potential energy will be going on decreasing. Why? Because at uppermost position, we know that the gravitational potential is maximum and kinetic energy will be 0. So, when this point mass is moving from A to B position, then its gravitational potential energy will be going on decreasing, and this gravitational potential energy is equal to mgr minus of minus mgr. Okay, r is the radius which is considered as length of the string. Okay, so mgr minus of minus mgr is equal to 2mgr. Here 2r is the displacement covered by this point mass when moving from uppermost to the lowermost position. Now, according to the law of conservation of energy, this change in kinetic energy will be equal to the change in potential energy at position B and at position A. So, I will write the equation. See, change in potential energy 2 mgr, which is equal to kinetic energy at B 1/2 mvb square minus kinetic energy at A, which is 1/2 mva square. Now, is getting cancelled. So, this equation will become 2gr minus 1/2 vb square minus of 1/2 va square. Again, I will multiply the left hand side and right hand side of equation by the factor 2. So, this will come 4gr will be equal to vb square minus va square, or I can write down vb square minus va square equal to 4gr. But we know that VA is the velocity at the uppermost position. Just we have derived the equation for the minimum velocity VA as square root of GR. So VA square will be equal to GR. So that value is to be substituted here. So this equation will become VB square minus GR will be equal to 4GR. Since we have substituted here VA equal to square root of GR. Now this equation will become VB square minimum will be equal to 5GR or VB minimum equal to root 5GR. So this is the value for the minimum velocity at the lowermost position of the point mass. So minimum velocity at the uppermost position of the point mass is square root of GR, whereas the minimum velocity at the lowermost position of the point mass is root 5GR. Now we will find what is the difference between the tension of the string when it is at uppermost and the lowermost position. So for this purpose we have to subtract equation 1 from the equation 3. So both these equations I have taken from the previous slide. Okay, now then this equation will become TB minus mg minus of mg plus TA will be equal to mvb square by r minus of mva square by r. Same equation here. So I will simplify the equation. TB minus 2mg minus TA will be equal to m by r into bracket VB square minus VA square. Here m by r is taken as common. Now in this equation I can substitute the value of VB and VA. So VB is the velocity at lowermost position, which is root 5GR. So VB square will be equal to 5GR. And we know VA square will be GR. So this equation will become like this. TB minus TA minus of 2mg will be equal to m divided by r into 5GR minus of GR. Again from right hand side this r will be getting cancelled. So this equation will become TB minus TA minus of 2mg equal to 4mg, or I can write down TB minus TA equal to 6mg. So this is the equation for the difference between the tension of the string when the point mass is at uppermost position A and the lowermost position B. Now after that, see, we have to find out what is the difference between the tension at the midway position C and D. Again we know that here the potential energy is maximum. So while moving this point mass from A to C, there is a decrease in the potential energy or change in the potential energy, and that potential energy is getting converted into the kinetic energy according to the law of conservation of energy. So I can write down, going from position A to C, change in potential energy equal to change in kinetic energy, which is delta KE. So change in potential energy is mgr, because this covers only the displacement through a distance r. So it is mgr. Kinetic energy at point C is half mvc square, and kinetic energy at point A is half mva square. Again all these m will be getting cancelled. So this equation will become gr will be equal to half vc square minus of va square. Now multiply the left hand side and right hand side of the equation by the factor 2. So it will be 2gr equal to vc square minus of va square. Now here we are going to find out Tc minus Ta, means difference between the tension at midway position, means this Tc minus Ta. Okay, so now What is the tension at point C? mvc square by r. And what is the tension at point A? Now, in previous slide, we have seen that here the centripetal force is given by the equation mva square by r equal to ta plus mg. So, ta will be equal to mva square by r minus mg. Now, I will find out Tc minus Ta. So, it will be mvc square by r minus of mva square by r plus mg. Again, m by r is taken as common. So, this equation will become vc square minus of va square plus mg, or it is m by r, and vc square minus va square is 2gr. So, substitute that value here. So, your final answer will come 3 mg. So, difference in the tension, that is Tc minus Ta, will be equal to 3 mg. Then by the symmetry, this Td minus Ta will also be equal to 3 mg. So, I can write down Tc minus Ta will be equal to Td minus Ta, which is equal to 3 mg. So, we have derived the equation for minimum velocity here at the square root of gr, equation for the minimum velocity at this lowermost position at square root of 5gr, difference in the tension at point A and B is equal to 6 mg, difference in the tension at the point midway point C and D is 3 mg. But now we have to find out what is the velocity at midway position C and D. Now this velocity at midway position, directly you can find out from this equation. You know Va square equal to gr. If I am substituting the value of gr and simplifying the equation, Vc will come root 3 gr. So, velocity at position C, which is equal to the velocity at position D, and which comes out to be root 3 gr. But again, this velocity we can find out again the law, according to the law of conservation of energy. So, we basically know according to the law of conservation of energy, there is an interconversion between the kinetic energy and the potential energy, but the total energy of the system at any point will be remaining constant. So, suppose I am finding out the total energy at B and which is equal to the total energy at D. Now, this total energy at B equal to sum of kinetic energy plus potential energy at B. Similarly, total energy at D will be equal to sum of kinetic energy plus potential energy at point D. So, kinetic energy at B position, that is the lowermost position, is maximum. So, it is equal to half mvb square, and potential energy at lowermost position is 0. So, here I have written 0. Then kinetic energy at this D position is half mvd square, whereas the potential energy at this position is mgr. Now, we will simplify this equation. The m will be getting cancelled. So, this equation will become Vb square equal to Vd square plus 2gr. I have multiplied the left hand and right side of the equation by the factor 2. So, Vb, velocity at lowermost position, is root 5gr. So, Vb square equal to 5gr, which is equal to Vd square plus 2gr. So, Vd square will come 3gr and Vd will come root 3gr. So, this is the velocity of the point mass at midway position. So, I can write down Vd minimum equal to Vc minimum equal to root 3gr. After that, we will see arbitrary position. So, arbitrary position means what? The position other than this A, B, C, D, that is uppermost and midway position. Now, we know that only at uppermost and lowermost position, both the tension and this weight mg, they are acting along the string toward the center. Again, at the midway position, both the tension and mg, they are perpendicular to each other. But at any other arbitrary position, resultant or the forces mg and ta, they are nor along a line nor exactly perpendicular to each other, but there is a tangential component of the resultant force, okay, and due to this tangential component of the resultant force, speed of the point mass which is performing the vertical circular motion is going on varying. So here I have written there, at any other position, tension in the string and weight are neither along the same line nor perpendicular. Tangential component of the weight is used to change the speed. So speed decreases while going up and increases while coming down. Means what? When the point mass is moving from B to A position, means from lowermost to the uppermost position, then this speed is getting opposed by the tangential component of the force mg sine alpha or this mg, because the point mass is moving in the vertical direction where these forces are in the downward direction. Now, when the point mass is moving from uppermost to the lowermost position, then its speed is going on increasing because tangential component of the force are in the same direction of the speed. So we can say that when the point mass is moving from lowermost to the uppermost position, then speed is going on decreasing. When the point mass is moving from uppermost to the lowermost position, its speed is going on decreasing. In this way, we have seen that when the string is tied to a string, how the speed is going on varying due to the action of force of gravity. Now second case. Now here we will see mass tied to a string, and we will see how in this case the speed of the mass is not going on varying under the action of force. So the basic difference between the rod and the string is that string needs some tension at all the points including the uppermost point, so that there is certain minimum speed at uppermost position which is given by the square root of Rg. But in case of the rod, speed is 0 at the uppermost position because there is no tension at the uppermost position. So this is about the vertical circular motion. Now here we will solve one numerical on this vertical circular motion, which is the numerical number 18 from the textbook. A motor cyclist considered as a particle is undergoing vertical circles inside a sphere of death. The speed of the motorcycle varies between 6 meter per second and 10 meter per second. Calculate diameter of the sphere of death. How much minimum values are possible for those two speeds? Okay, here is our numerical figure. Okay, so V2 is the velocity at lowermost position, V1 is the velocity at uppermost position. Now we will find out first of all V2 square minus V1 square, which is equal to 5 Rg minus of Rg. So V2 square minus V1 will become, V1 square will become 4Gr. Value of the V2 is 10 and V1 is 6. So 10 square minus 6 square will be equal to 4Gr. 64 is equal to 4Gr. If I am going on simplify, I will get R equal to 1.6 meter. So that diameter is radius into 2, which will come 3.2 meter. Here substitute the value of G as 10 meter per second. Now we have to find out the minimum values of the speed at uppermost and lowermost position. At lowermost position, V2 minimum is given by the equation square root of 5 Rg, or which is equal to 5 into 1.6. Diameter we have just find it 1.6 into 10. Your answer will come 4 into square root of 5 meter per second. Then minimum velocity at uppermost position is square root of Rg, which is 1.6 into 10, 4 meter per second. Hello students. So in this way, in today's lecture, we have studied about the vertical circular motion, and we have seen that how the speed of this point mass or the bob is going on varying under the action of the gravity. And we have solved one numerical on this vertical circular motion.